live, hopefully in a second. Gonna watch this and GTA Extended reveal at the same time. Oh, is that happening now? Whoops. What up, everybody? Why isn't this open in full screen? It's supposed to be. We're here. I'm Joe. This is Julian. And we got a bunch of new stuff to show off today. I'll be playing in Unity. And we've got new UI. So here we are at the new main menu. Brand new. I'm still testing it. So today, basically what you're going to be seeing me doing is testing a bunch, coming in here, writing notes when I find bugs. And then at the end of the stream, I'll do a bunch of bug fixing. And then hopefully we can get new builds out. I'm trying to get new builds out to a couple of our testers this afternoon. And then if those go well, there's not too many issues, then we'll do new builds to Patreon tomorrow. So that's the plan. And Julian will be here hanging out. I wasn't sure if he was racing or not, so ignore the thumbnail saying we're racing. He'll probably just hang out, talk, answer comments. So that's the plan. I'm probably going to start in solo mode. And well, I'll go into online, but I'm going to be working on a bunch of challenges. You'll see there's all new UI for different challenges and stuff. So I'm testing some new functionality, making sure everything's working correctly. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Cool. Let's get into it. I'm excited. Excited to be on stream.
Yeah, me too. Let us know if everything sounds okay, if anyone's mic needs to be changed. Frank's at his local bike park right now. Don't watch and ride at the same time. Not recommended. All right. Why don't I hear game audio? Is what I want to know. Weird.
How to get it? You can get it for PC and Mac through subscribing to our Patreon currently, and we'll bring it to Steam later this year.
Oh, see, already a bug I don't like. This thing's gonna go away probably. Let's see if I can clip this fast enough. I don't like this layout, so I need to fix that. All right. I don't know why I don't have sound. I had sound. I literally was testing this right before we started, and I had sound, and now I don't have sound. So what's that about? Like Unity's not making any sound right now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, I guess I'll restart Unity real quick. See if that fixes it. Sorry, guys. I tested right before we started. Everything was fine. I don't know. Wonder if Fmod got screwed up. Hodge, did you do any pushes recently? And did the Fmod thing kind of break again, maybe? Hopefully that's not it. One second, please. But we got a lot of fun things to show off, so don't go anywhere. It's going to be fun. What do we have in comments here? Performance of the last patch got so much worse for me. Get a relatively good PC. Is there something in the making patch-wise? I mean, there's a ton of settings. If I were you, I would just go explore the graphics settings and tweak a bunch because you can get this thing playing on pretty low-end stuff. But yeah, we're constantly battling performance stuff. Today we looked into more performance things. So yeah, pretty much every build, there's something that is us attempting to make it perform better. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, turn off grass, I would just turn off grass completely, increase tree distance, like all of the things Hodge just said. Put on potato mode. Can you show the techiest trail, Jack Jaboy? Yeah, we can show some tech. What would be the techiest trail? What do you think, Julian?
Mm, I think the tech at the beginning of model ships is fun, but then the whole like end of the trail is not techy at all. So, um, I don't know though. I feel like you'd probably know better than I would, honestly. Also, Jackie, I don't think we're gonna bring it to last gen consoles like Xbox One and PS4, but I'm not completely sure. What do you think, Joe?
It really depends on like how it op. I don't know. I mean, the whole console thing is like up in the air. Like, the goal is to get it on consoles eventually. It depends. Like, are we going to do the port ourselves? Are we going to hire a studio to do it? If we hire another studio, how good can they optimize it, or how good can we optimize it? Will it run on older gen? I mean, by the time we get to releasing on console, older gen hardware is going to be like a decade old, probably more. So I don't know. Save your pennies and buy a new gen console before we launch. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Hodge said, hell nah. I don't know if he's talking to us. Maybe he was. So no older gen hardware then, apparently. All right, let's see if we have sound. Come on. Give me sound. I don't know why it would have broken. It's very odd to me.
We definitely don't want the game to be like really realistic. We kind of just want it to replicate like the good feelings of riding in real life, but it's definitely more of like a simcade with some more arcadey aspects.
Whoops. All right. We got sound again. I don't know what it was. I restarted Unity. Yeah, that's the number one thing you do. Restart Unity. Usually works. So we got a bunch of new UI, new stuff we're going to test out. Feel free to leave feedback if you see something you like or don't like. New loading screen. It's beautiful. Thank you. I say to myself, complimenting. Actually, Nils made this art, I think. But I hated the old one. So now that's fixed. All right, here we are. Got all kinds of new stuff. Brand new UI. New lift pass menu. We'll go in here so you can see all the challenges now. You can look at the map, zoom in. You can tell which trails I've completed and which trails I haven't. So if a trail is a dotted trail, I have not ridden it yet. If a trail is solid, that means I have ridden it. On the left, there's a panel which you can hide if you want more map view. And you can scroll through this panel and see all the different challenges, and then they'll be highlighted on the map. You can also switch zones. So this is all just the challenges in zone 1 currently. And then you can go to zone 2, which I haven't done any challenges but one. Same with all these other zones. So now if you zoom out of the map, you can see all the different zones. You see which ones are locked, which ones are not. You can see all the chairlifts. You can see the bike shop. A lot of the trails still need to be mapped, but things are shaping up. So this is the new map page. Exciting stuff. Here's a new leaderboard page. So if I go to a zone that I do have unlocked, you'll see all the leaderboards. A lot of nice features added to the leaderboards. So first of all, on the left-hand side, you see a nice list of all of them. You can see the difficulty. You can also see your position easily in that list. So you can kind of, at a quick glance, look here and be like, okay, which one am I doing the worst at in this zone? It's Lakeside. I'm 42nd. Maybe I want to go play on Lakeside. I've also not added an e-bike leaderboard. So on the right-hand side, you can see a filter. And if I tap that, you can see now you can switch between pedal bikes and e-bikes. I don't like how that bottom thing looks. I need to fix that. So that's another new feature. If I use my right stick, I can scroll through the players here and I can see how my splits compare to their splits. So if we go look at the best player in the game, Sutton, split 1, he's a second faster. He's a second and a half faster on split 2, split 3, second faster. And then if I, whoops, maybe that's a bug. You're supposed to be able to Rider options. Oh no, it's this button. Wrong button. So you have other options here. I can like set as arrival, view profiles. We don't have replay and stuff yet, so some of the stuff's locked, but a bunch of new functionality here. Same within events. So now you can come in here, join the event this way. There's no one in here playing right now. This is the new lift past menu, we call it. New settings menu. So it's all the same settings, just looks prettier. We're not gonna go through all this. But now we also have like player profiles, customization, which is gonna load into a different scene real quick. I gotta fix that bug. There's something that like flops that. All right, hold on. Let me jot down a note. All right, I'll figure that out later. So anyway, customization's still work in progress, but you can now come in here, change male or female. You can change your skin color. Should we, you know, so look at, you can spin your rider, rock this rad dog kit. Man, this like female thing's buggy. Gotta fix that. You can change hair color, eye color, all kinds of stuff. Gear, all the thumbnails for the gear are work in progress, so Maggie's been working on those. So if we go to like tops, scroll down, you can see there's some thumbnails. So eventually all these will be populated. But there's actually quite a bit of gear in here already. A lot more than I realized. So like hoodies and all kinds of different stuff. There's branded gear as well. Like some of it is taking a while to load in there. But yeah, some Fox Racing stuff. You know, whatever. I'm rocking this cool crop top right now. Why? I don't know why. Because I thought it was fun. But let's go to Crank Collab. So let's throw this on. Let's do that. Let's rock Rad Dog for today. So anyway, that's kind of like a quick overview of some of the UI. Now I'm just gonna do some challenges because of what I'm trying to do is unlock the next zones. So in zone 2 right now, I just put like one placeholder challenge about just distance in each zone. So you can actually progress through all these zones right now since I've only really worked on zone 1. But anyway, enough rambling for me. I'm going to go play. Julian can call out comments.
Yeah, actually, Jackie Joe Boy has a good one here. He asked if we'll be able to choose songs from in-game.
I haven't even begun to like figure out what we're doing with music. So, I don't know. Probably though. You know, I've thought about it, some stuff, and we have some ideas, but like, it's just not high priority at this moment. So music stuff will come later.
Fair enough. I know we've had a lot of musicians approach us and shoot us DMs and stuff, inquiring about it. So
yeah, you know what? I want to be in the other zone.
Oh yeah, Jackie also asked if we'll add baggy pants, which I'm sure the answer is yes, because we'll probably just have all sorts of customization. So,
wait, what did that just do? Fast travel to backwoods. Okay. All right, another bug. Yeah, we'll have baggy pants. I mean, if you guys want something, just tell us. I mean, we're probably gonna add it. Looking at too many things. Our Patreon too has a tier where you get a new customization every month, so some of these things will come to the Patreon members. So there might be like a version of baggy pants that only Patreon members get. So we're gonna be taking a bunch of requests from you guys on what you want to see, and we'll add it in here. But yeah, bunch of updates. So I'm gonna be writing down a lot of notes as we play here. Hope you guys don't mind. There's a lot of things to test. But right now what I'm trying to do is complete this challenge of riding 80 kilometers in this zone, which reminds me I need to change my units. Oh, my units are Imperial. So there's a bug. All right. Now what I'm going to do is just go right around some of these trails that I haven't completed and knock off completing them. So if you actually look, if you guys are on TikTok, you need to go into full screen mode to see a lot of this UI stuff. But if you guys look over in this challenge window on the left, there's a thing that says trails ridden, and you can see the list with the icons of all the different trail difficulties. So outlines are trails I have not ridden, and filled in ones are trails I've ridden. So I've only ridden 3 of 18 trails. So my goal for this stream really is just to like ride all these trails and then complete this challenge and unlock the next zone and just test the functionality of all this stuff. But
someone asked if there's going to be a free play test. Oh, sorry, Jay.
No, go ahead. You go.
Someone asked if there's going to be a free playtest soon, maybe. Not sure about that. There is maybe some talk about another free playtest, but there will be a free demo coming to Steam in October, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. We might do a playtest for the demo before, depending on how things are going, but we'll see. Dude, I forgot about this trail. See, this is why... Whoops. So having this map and all these challenges and like the map telling you if you've done a trail or not is nice, because now I can kind of wander around and know what I've done, what I haven't. Whoop. Is that in? Nope. We've got 2 styles of UI for racing. So if you look on the left, this is called the broadcast style, which is the one I prefer. But if you look on the left in full screen mode, you'll see like a line. Kind of resembles what some downhill broadcasts will do. They kind of show like a map of the trail. I didn't do like a full-on map because some of our trails are really twisty and windy, so it's just a straight line. But it kind of shows you where your progress is along that line and where the splits are, and then your splits will show up there. So that is broadcast mode. Let me quickly show you guys classic mode. Also, while I'm in here, there's dark mode for the UI. So if you want dark mode or classic mode, so classic mode here will just show you the list of your splits, kind of what the old mode was like. I will probably make a minimal mode as well, because Makai has requested a minimalistic mode, which will just show only your time, nothing else. Time and trail name, probably. So I'll make that mode as well. But I prefer broadcast. Let me go back in here. And go back to broadcast. And I want to do light mode, because I need to test more light mode. Is there a way to have only day, Jackaboy? Yeah, there is in single player, not in multiplayer. Because in multiplayer, everyone's in a shared server. So if you're changing time, it's changing it for everyone. But we have a new radial menu now. So if you hold left on the D-pad, it'll open up the radial menu. Actually need to... And in single player mode, one of these options is change time of day. And then it opens up a clock, and you can use the radial menu to just spin the clock around. And you can pause the time of day, or you can just change it and let it keep rolling. So in single player mode, you're in control of time of day now with this. But there's a bunch of different functions here. This is where you'll go to change bikes now. So if I go here, I can change different bikes. All these icons are placeholder. We're going to have an artist draw proper ones. So ignore the icons. Or I can come in here and then switch drone types. I can fast travel to the nearest lift. And I can open text chat.
Jackie also asked, which I think is a good question, if they'll be able to keep the Founders Kit on console.
Yeah, I think so. What we're going to try to do... What we're doing is we're using Unity player accounts for people to log in and like sync their progress. And eventually... If you... Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, we'll try. So basically the Unity player account should sync across any device. So if you were to like claim that thing, we'll try to like connect it to your Unity player account somehow. And then no matter what platform you play on, it would appear. That was a horrible response. But yeah, we'll do our best to make it work. All right, there we go. So you can see I completed the trail, and then I got a little notification letting me know that I discovered a new trail. And now if I go to the map and look at Roy G. Biv, you can see that it went from dotted to solid. And now because I've ridden it, I can fast travel there. So if I want, I can hold fast travel and it'll take me to the top of the trail. Let's see, have we done one arm scissor? No. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Someone said, bro, it's not published on Steam. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's still in alpha. So currently the way to access it is through our Patreon, but we will be bringing it to Steam later this year with a free demo in October.
Root. Destroyed by the roots. Alright, this is one arm scissor. This is a collab trail between Cedric and myself. Cedric did the top half. I did the bottom half. I'd like to do more collab trails in the future. So I think it's fun when him and I kind of come together and build something. So the top half and bottom half are very different styles. Top half is like single tracky, techy. Bottom half is a lot wider and very flowy. But I find this trail a lot of fun because it's got a nice variety. There's some new sound effects in the game. I don't know if game sounds loud enough for you guys. If you want it louder, let me know and I'll change it. Paulie and I had a session on Monday and we did some tweaking to the sound effects. They're still not finished, but the ground textures are different. I think like gravel's different. The hard packed dirt. I think some of the bump sounds, the small bump sounds got tweaked. So slowly but surely, all the sound effects are coming together. So there you go. I just discovered one arm scissor upper because I already finished it. You have to ride 80% of the trail to discover it. So as we come into one arm scissor lower, once we get closer to the bottom, we should get an achievement for discovering this. So this is the bottom half.
There should be a new build coming soon.
Hopefully tomorrow or the next week. You know, I don't want to ship a bunch of bugs and bad performance, so what we were doing today is testing performance. We noticed like a 20 or 30 FPS drop, so we were working on fixing that stuff, which I think we have solved that issue, and now Hodge is trying to fix a couple other bugs, and then we'll do a round of testing with some internal beta testers, and then if that goes well, or once things are kind of finished up, then we'll do a Patreon build. So you can see we've got a new like leaderboard summary on the left-hand side here when you finish a race, and I can quickly see that I stand in 12th, and I can see the people ahead of me, people behind me. I can see all my splits. I can see that I'm top 4%. If I want to restart quickly. What else? What other trail have I not ridden? Because I haven't done these ones. Oh, I think the start gate's up here. Need the e-bike to climb up this hill. There we go.
Thank you, Aaron, for joining the Patreon. That's awesome.
Big Dipper on the e-bike. Should we do a Big Dipper e-bike run? Now that we have e-bike leaderboards, screw it. Let's do it. Okay, e-bike's a little fast right there. Josh Evans asked, how much is the Patreon? There are 3 different tiers. It starts at $5 a month. That gives you access to the game and all the builds that we put out. And if you stay subscribed and spend 50 total after, you know, a certain amount of months, then you'll get a Steam key. There's a $12 tier that basically includes the game and some additional things, like you get your name in the environment somewhere and you get a monthly customizable. We haven't started giving out those yet, but there will be a backlog of them, so whenever we do get those in the game, people that have subscribed for like the last year are going to get a drop of a bunch of different items. And then there's a $100 tier, which includes all of that stuff, and in addition you get to name a trail and you get like private call with me if you want it. That one's mostly just for people who got deep pockets and want to help support the project. Most people subscribe to the $5 one. It's very different riding some of these on an e-bike.
Oh damn, sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you want to talk about the new brands that are coming to the game?
Yeah, we can talk about that. We were at Whistler Crankworks earlier. Trail discovered Big Dipper. Wait, why did it? Just trying to figure out what's happening right now because I don't think it should have discovered. I'm sidetracked. We were at Crankworks Whistler, met a bunch of brands there, kind of walked around, talked to a bunch of brands, and a bunch of them wanted to get in the game. So we've got Good Day Optics coming in soon. We've got TRP Brakes coming in, Atherton Bikes, Archibald Bikes, Significant Other Bikes. What else? Am I forgetting any? There's probably more. Fast House coming in soon.
Yeah, that's most of them. That's most of them for sure. A lot of good ones though.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new bikes, especially.
Me too. Alright, what did we just do? We just did Big Dipper. Gave me that completion at a weird time though. Maybe it's all right. Jackie Boy asked, do you think graphics will stay the style or go more realistic? Well, first of all, I just finished redesigning the UI. So the UI is pretty much done, set. So this is staying. The rest of the graphics is also going to stay kind of this style. I mean, it's going to improve quite a bit, I think. You know, the artists aren't done. So things will change quite a bit, but they're going to stay stylized. We want to do stylized environments because it's better for performance, and we think it looks better. So that's the plan. Also, you know, the style of the graphics kind of tell people what the game is about. So I think going realistic, first of all, I think realistic's boring. I live in realistic. So I don't need to see what I see all the time when I'm playing a video game. I like stylized. It lets us have more creative freedom. We can make things brighter, more colorful, more inviting. But also, if you make hyper-realistic graphics, people assume the game's hyper-realistic to play. And I wouldn't say that it is. It's Simcade. It's getting more realistic as time goes on. But at the end of the day, it's still Simcade. There's arcade elements to it. You know, so we don't want to have a bunch of realistic graphics, and then you get in here and you're like, oh, this isn't the most realistic thing ever. I'm angry, you know? So. The way fast travel is going to work, or the way it is working now, because I've set it all up, I'm excited about it. You can fast travel to... So as soon as you unlock a zone, you automatically unlock the ability to fast travel to either the top or the bottom of the lift. Eventually the lifts will be rideable, so if you wanted to ride the lift, you could fast travel to the bottom, take it up. But most people now will probably be fast traveling to the top of the lift. You can't fast travel to a trailhead until you ride the trail. So any of these dotted lines, I cannot fast travel to. But as soon as I ride a trail and it becomes solid like this, then I can fast travel to it. If I want, I can set a waypoint to these ones, but I can't fast travel. So that's what I'm doing, is just riding. Let's do Radiation Ridge. Let's change bikes. I'm going to go Enduro. And I'm going to ride all these trails so we can get the fast travel unlocked.
Someone asked, how's the learning ceiling of this game? I think the ceiling's super high, but I think the curve is, like, there's not much of a learning curve. You can kind of hop right in and play right away.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, our goal was always to make it super easy to learn and very hard to master, and I think we've done a pretty good job at the very hard to master thing. The easy to learn is getting, I think it's getting harder and harder to learn as we add more elements to the game, but I also think it depends on what you do when you first get in the game. If you first get in the game and you start comparing your times to the top guys on the leaderboard, yeah, you're going to be discouraged and you're going to be bummed. But if you first get in the game and you start like playing some of the easier challenges, play some of the green trails, start kind of like doing your own thing and just learning the ropes, that's a lot more fun. I think people get in here and they start playing some of the hardest trails in the game and wonder why they can't get through them or clear them. You know, start on the greens, work your way through the greens, then get to the blues. Then you can get on something like this, which is like one of the harder trails with this rock slab where I'm just on the brakes sliding. You know, but also, to be fair, until this next update that we're going to launch, people didn't really know what the difficulty of some of the trails were because they weren't really marked that well. But now we've got the difficulty marked all over the place on the map, on the trails themselves, in a trail list. So there should be no excuse now to be able to like pick out which ones are easy, which ones are harder, and kind of grind and get better. I can't believe
Jacob, there's multiplayer.
Got through that bottom section first try. That's the very hard part. Yeah, we're in a multiplayer server right now, actually. We can go to start menu. I can hit social, and I can move over to lobby and see who's in here. There's no one in here. So anyone who wants to join, hop in here. I need to test this lobby screen, actually. This should be working. So I think that means there's nobody in here. Let me see. Do we still have support for showing network stats? If not, I need to add that back. Does anyone see network? Ping, FPS. It used to be under here, but I thought I moved it. Let me just double check. Nope. All right, so we need to bring that back.
Danger, there's no like final price for the game because it's not out yet. It's still in alpha, but you can play early builds on Mac and PC by subscribing to our Patreon, and it's $5 a month.
I think so. Right now, this like quick fast travel thing just takes you to the nearest lift. Kind of think what I want to do is instead click this once, takes you into the another radial menu, and you pick which lift you want to go to. Because like I want to go to lift 2, but instead now I got to open the map, go here, fast travel. So I'm gonna make a quicker way to do that.
Yeah, the game does support controllers, and it's highly recommended that you play with a controller because it's just more fun. And in terms of optimization, it's kind of like a constant process that we're working on. So you can definitely mess with some settings and get it running on lower end devices, but on the high end settings, it kind of needs a bulkier computer. No release date for Xbox yet, and it probably won't come to mobile. That's not in the plans.
All right, let's get out of this race. Let's go do another one. What is this one? Sugarberry? Sugarberry. Also ignore my camera for the day. I usually use a lot better one. But if you guys can see, the battery is bulging. So reached out to DJI because it's under warranty, and I'm hopefully getting a new one. And hopefully that one doesn't light the house on fire. So what am I on? Enduro? I'll rock Enduro. Oh yeah, I see other people here. Let's go check if the lobby works. Yes. So the lobby works. I don't know why that G's cut off. Another bug. Snipping. You can have 2 snipping tools open? I didn't know that.
Are there bikes from real life in this game? I'll let you answer that, Joe.
Yes. Every bike in the game will be real life bikes. Hold on, I need to write a note here. Right now we've got the Frameworks bike, which is the only bike in the game. Damien's working on Atherton bikes at the moment, so the Atherton e-bike will be the next one that comes in. We also have Atherton, their downhill bikes and their enduro bikes will be coming in. Significant Others, Dead Reckon, which is a nice trail bike, will be coming in. I forget who else we've talked to. But yes, there will be multiple bike types and bike brands.
I don't think you mentioned Archibald, did you?
Oh yeah, Archibald. New loam sound. It's not done. But if you guys have feedback, let me turn up the volume a tiny bit for you guys, because I want you to hear the new sound effects. You know what? Let me know if it gets too loud. But I do want you guys to hear this new loam sound. Like I said, it's not done. I don't think it sounds like organic and squishy enough. So, but if you guys have feedback, love to hear it, and we can jot down some notes and pass it on to Polly, our sound designer. She's asking for feedback specifically on some of these new sounds. So when the next build comes out too, pay attention and please let her know how you feel about the terrain, like ground sounds.
How many brands do we hope to have on release? I don't think we have like a set number or anything, but I'd say like as much as our artists can manage, probably. So
yeah, there's already like a decent list forming, and I mean we don't have, like, we're kind of limited by our artists. You can only, you know, we've got 2 artists and an art intern, so 3 right now. And they're doing all kinds of stuff, so we'll see. Maggie will probably do most. Maggie and Damien's doing a lot of the bikes and the hard surface stuff like helmets. Maggie probably do a lot of the clothes and environment art. But over time, more and more brands will get added. Oh, we might have a real life version of Cranked collab Good Day Optic goggles. So those are in the works. I don't know when they'll come out, but we're hoping maybe around the launch of the game or launch of early access in December, maybe we get those goggles out. Probably be like a limited run, so keep an eye out if you guys are in the market for some Good Day Cranked collab goggles. The goggle strap we'll design and like have it be Crank theme, which I'm pretty pumped for.
I think it would be cool to actually show off what you break when you wreck. So like the Hall of Meat from Skate 3, I guess.
Yeah, everyone, so many people ask for that, but that's a pretty much like a skate feature, and I think ripping off something directly from them is probably not going to happen. Also, Skate was AAA game, and they probably have the staff to add cool, features like that where we don't have the time.
The game name is Cranked. It's in alpha right now. You can play it on Mac and PC through our Patreon.
Oh. I'm not.
Also, we're
very great.
right about to hit 20,000 wish lists on Steam. So if you haven't already,
close.
go ahead and run over there and wish list. We're like 30, 40 away.
Did I just miss that? I'm struggling over here.
You can play with keyboard, but controller is highly recommended. Lavro.
This is one of the tighter
Shaquille
tracks. This is like the loam, so the physics feel different. But go ahead. Who asked what?
I was just gonna say Shaquille asked how we built this. Shaquille Oatmeal actually. I actually don't help build the game. I just do marketing and social media stuff. But
I mean, hey, marketing and social media is also helping build the game. Technically,
build the audience.
Yeah. We use Unity, the game engine, but all kinds of different things. You got artists making art assets. You got programmers making stuff work. Level designers hand carving and making all these trails with Unity terrain. Yeah, if you feel like you want to get started in game dev, download one of the game engines. Unity, Unreal are the big ones. What's that new one? Godox? Something like that?
Godot.
Not Godox. Godox is a Flash company for photography. Godot, yeah, that's like another one. So if you feel like you want to get started and start making games, just download one of those game engines and get going. That's the best way to get going. A lot of them have really good kind of like tutorials and like learning material for free on their websites too. Dude, I can't get through it. I'm not even really trying to race. I'm just trying to unlock all the trails. So I don't know why I'm trying to like go fast. Just get through it.
I'm only capable of going as fast as I possibly can. I can't.
I know, it's so hard to like sit back and be like, I'll just chill. This trail,
Mickey, it's not technically fully out yet, but you can play it on PC and Mac through our Patreon. Sorry, Joe.
I was just gonna say this trail. I forgot what I was gonna say actually. One of the types.
Jaguar asked about like Steam achievements, which there are none yet because the game's not out yet, but I'm sure there will be eventually.
Yeah, I actually just made player profiles, which has placeholder spots for all the achievements and all of your stats. The achievements and stats aren't hooked up yet or in the game, but the groundwork is there, and probably soonish I'll start working on player profiles first, and then after that we'll work on getting all the achievements in. A lot of the achievements will come later because it's kind of one of those things you probably want to do like after I've added in all the career mode and all the challenges and all the things, because achievements are kind of based off of reaching milestones and that stuff. But yeah, there'll be plenty of achievements. If you guys have ideas for achievements or things you want in the player profiles, like different stats, let us know. Ideally in our Discord, there's a feedback submission channel that you can submit feedback. Or a lot of people have started threads and other things in like the forum boards. So always just search for stuff like player profiles and you'll probably find forum posts, and then you can throw in your wish list ideas there.
No, you can't download the game from Steam yet, but you will be able to when we release the free demo in October and then early access in December.
Oh, that burn. we'll just slow roll it. We'll see if this trail discovery works with a few restarts. I haven't tested that part of it. It should, because it logs everywhere you've gone. Let's see. Yeah, trail discovered, Sugarberry. Cool. So that's working. Then we're going to fast travel back up here, back out of race mode, and we're going to go hit a different one. Trying to make all these trails solid on my map. We already did Radiation Ridge, but we have not done Scoops. And you don't have to do these in race mode. Actually, you know what? Let's test it. Let's test doing this out of race mode and make sure that I'm still getting the trail completion reward, achievement, challenge, whatever you want to call it. To make it so I can kind of enjoy my ride and just chill out. Maybe I'll do a little third person for you guys, because we do have some new animations in here. I think Hodge pulled in some of the work he's been doing. Still not done yet, but it's already just looking better. Like, there's just more movement happening. The rider's moving around more. There's more separation between bike and rider. Like I said, he's only 2 weeks into this whole like rider movement thing, so it's going to take probably a couple months, but already looking better. Oh, it's that gap.
The game will probably exist on Xbox in the future, yeah. Xbox Series S, Series X.
Oops. Oh man, things are starting to look really good with the lighting. Let's see if we can do like a little scrub on this. Oh, one thing I need to jot this down. I think, let's see if it happens, but in third person, I think sometimes the dynamic FOV pulls the rider out so far that the LOD like is clipping in a weird way. You guys will see in a second here once I get going faster. If that happens, I'll jot it down. Pretty sick to be rocking the Rad Dog shirt. We need to fix the stretchiness though. The D and the G are like a little stretched. Yeah, see? So if you look at the legs right now, you guys, you can see the legs have disappeared. So another bug we need to fix. Woo! Alright, I don't think I got the... Did I not get the trail? Where's Scoops? No, we did. I didn't notice the pop-up, but we did get it, so that's working. Cool. Let me just jot down this bug while Julian reads more questions.
Yeah. Oh, you're making a similar game? Please don't sue. We won't sue you, man. Good luck.
Can't really... I mean, unless you somehow stole someone's like actual code and released something, you can't sue. Like, there's like 4 bazillion first-person shooters. You can't be like, hey, we claim the whole genre, you know? So... But good luck in your game. What's it called?
Swirl asked if we could make a freestyle map. I don't know. I feel like we want to make a lot more maps in the future. So we'll see. We want to have a map with some more urban stuff, I think, is our second map, which I think is going to be really cool.
I think, let's talk about this actually. Good thing to talk about. The size of maps. So this map is huge. We think, you know, the original plan was 40 trails. There's already 60 something. And Cedric now thinks there'll probably be like 100 by the time it releases. Problem with this map is that it's massive. And it makes performance a little bit harder. So what we're thinking actually is that all future maps will probably be a lot smaller. And I think it will be more interesting. There's a couple of benefits to it. So first of all, if the maps are smaller, we can have a higher terrain resolution, which allows Cedric to make more detailed elements in the trails. Things like little ruts, tighter berms, little, you know, smaller braking bumps, and things that are kind of more micro details become a lot easier to make when you have higher terrain resolution. So that's one benefit. The other benefit is performance will be way greater. So if you go play a map like Wales, or you play some of the mod maps that are very small, you know, you'll notice you get way better performance than if you play this huge map. So that's another benefit. The other benefit is we could release maps way more often. So if we just do a map with like 20 to 30 trails instead of like 60 to 100, you know, we can probably release that map in like half the time or less. So I think it'll be more interesting to have more maps releasing more often with smaller amount of trails, but the trails are going to be higher quality because they're going to have higher terrain resolution. And then you guys will also get more maps more often, and every map's going to have a different kind of theme to it, a different biome, and will have more variety. So I think that's going to be our plan moving forward. So this first one will kind of be the main huge one, and then the other ones will be smaller. But I'm curious what you guys think about that. How do you, yeah, let me know your thoughts.
Squirrel asked if we're gonna add mods, which yeah, we already did. There's a pretty thriving modding community actually going on. So
yeah, we've had mod map support in for quite a while now. I want to see why it's marking this off. Oh, I see why. Okay, that's good. So for now, you can just only make mod maps. I don't know what more we'll do with modding in the future, but yeah, modding is in.
Thank you, Nick. Nick loves the game.
Thanks. Numbers are a little low on Pink App. I don't know if any of you guys feel like sharing the stream. If you do, we appreciate it. Let's see, what else do we want to check off over here? Oh, this is going up a different hill. Marigold. We've done Marigold. Let's race it. Let's race. Racing in third person. Can I handle? Oh, this isn't Marigold. On Marigold there. Oh, where you at, Marigold? There you are. Let's try a third person race. I'm gonna be terrible at this, but we're gonna do it. I think Maggie's been adjusting the lighting a bit.
Yeah, I think it looks better, honestly.
I do too, yeah.
I feel like I can notice it.
I know she's been working in the bike shop. I don't think the work she's been doing in the bike shop is pulled into the game yet, so I don't think there's anything we can go look at. We'll go down there at this run and see if there's anything down there. I'll also show you guys customization. We did a little bit earlier. The customization's looking good. You can see the rider in the bike shop there, which is kind of fun. So one thing, if you guys notice, like one known bug I need to work on the left-hand side, there's supposed to be like a little yellow dot showing my progress on that track. But on some of the trails that are really twisty and tight, it's having trouble keeping track of where you are. So your progress doesn't move until you hit the next checkpoint, timing gate, and then it'll like pop you to the next section. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So if you're playing the next build that comes out and you notice sometimes that thing's not moving, it's a known issue. Oh, that's right. We're not trying to go too
Squirrel
fast.
asked about how many devs are behind this, so that could be a good time for you to kind of talk about all the members of the team, I think.
Yeah, so we're about 5 full-time, well, four full-time, I think, technically. So I'm the game director and the design director, whatever you want to call it. So I'm the one who comes up with all the plans and tries to keep the team on schedule and all that. And then we've got Michael Hodge. He is our programmer, only programmer on the team. Magdalena is one of the artists. Damien, another artist. Andreas is our intern. Did I already say Cedric? Cedric's level designer. I think I said that. And then Julian here is marketing coordinator. Julian and Cedric are halftime, so they count as one person total, which is why I think I said 5 plus an intern, so 6 technically. And we also have some founders that don't work on the project day to day, but help us with some other stuff. But yeah, working on the game day to day is about 5-6 people. Forgot the cheat line there. Oh, new wind sounds too. Our wind's been adjusted. I don't know if the sound, I think she did adjust the actual sound effect itself and also kind of how it works. So listen to that, see what you guys think. Well, yeah, let's go see if the bike shop's updated here. I'm not sure if it is. I worked on stoppy physics recently, so now I gotta, you know, do stuff like this. See if we can do a little pivot turn. No, screwed it up. Let's just go take a look. Yeah, no. So she hasn't pulled in her new stuff, but she's working on stuff there. All right, let's go back up here. Let's look at the map again. Let's just see where we're at according to trail rideage. We've only gone 21 kilometers of 80 needed to unlock the next zone. So what other trails do I need to ride? I've ridden almost all of them. Not Little Dipper. So let's go fast travel to Big Dipper, which, where did this just put me? I feel like this is not, oh, it's got me an FPV drone. Now you can switch quickly, which I love. Wait, where? What? Trying to figure out what's happening here. Why did it spawn me there?
We haven't sold any copies of the game because the game's not like out yet, but we've had a good number of patrons on Patreon, so I think it's definitely gone well so far.
Where am I? Wait a second. Big Dipper. That's not Big Dipper. This is... Yeah, so that's the issue. All right. I think...
We're at day 400 something of the game, so it's been a little over a year now.
Yeah, 15 months-ish, something like that. All right, that's not working correctly. So let's go fast travel to a rock merchant. Upper, that worked. All right, so what have we not done over here? This blue trail? Let's go rip the blue one. What is it, trolley problem? Do it in race mode. Don't hit the grass, it slows you down. A wheelie scrub? Just kidding. Was that Damien? VFX pass will come after I get some of these done. Grass blades on grass, dirt clumps and dust. Mats will get dirty on bike and rider, and tracks will be left by bike on rocks. Oh yeah, like tire tracks. So it must be Damien. What up, Damien? Nice to see ya. I'll wheelie scrub this, but I keep screwing it up. Man, I think the sound effects are really starting to shape up. They're crisp, they sound good. I don't know how they sound coming across compressed stream, but like every now and then I can hear the sound of the suspension compressing, and you kind of hear that like pneumatic like squish sound that you guys know. Oh, it just sounds so nice. Paulie's been doing a great job.
Speaking of which, how about that that reel she posted?
Dude, one of the reels that Paulie posted the other day just hit 1 million views, which is like one of her first like big viral posts, I think. So it's pretty sick. Congrats, Paulie, on the nice post.
Yeah, congrats, and go check out her Instagram, guys. It's EVIYA Studio. So she's pretty awesome.
It was a cool Foley video showing her, like, she took a scene from like a movie or a show or something and like redid the sound effects for it herself using Foley, which was like taking weird things and making sounds. Like she took like a head of lettuce and like slammed it on something and all kinds of, but it shows like the behind the scenes of that, and it's really cool.
Yeah, Shang. We mountain bike in real life. I'm kind of just getting into it, so Joe's like a lot better than I am. But we were just at Whistler and we ripped some laps there. I couldn't really keep up, but it was fun.
There we go. Trolley problem discovered. Yeah, I've been riding bikes forever. I started riding when I was 2-ish, but I started on BMX. Brian, one of the owners of the company, the one who's usually on stream, Julian's dad, actually. He's was in worked in motocross for almost his whole career, rode street bikes a lot, so he's got a lot of experience on motorcycles, and he's recently got into mountain biking. Hodge, programmer, is a big moto guy. He's been riding motocross his whole life. He also rides a little bit of mountain bike here and there. Same with Damien. Damien's a big moto guy. He's been riding moto his whole life as well, I believe. So almost everyone on the team comes from some sort of two-wheeled sport or action sports in general. Cedric also rides. He rides mountain bikes, and he used to do a lot of like 4Cross and other things. He also was a huge Descenders modder and made some of the best Descenders maps of all time, in my opinion. So the team is pretty much stacked. Also, most of the team worked on all the Mad Skills games. If you guys ever heard of Mad Skills Motocross, Mad Skills BMX, Mad Skills Snowcross, Mad Skills Rallycross, we made all those. So very experienced team. Most of us been working in gaming for like 8 to 15 years, something like that.
Damn, Shang had a big crash at Whistler.
Dang, dude.
That sucks, dude.
All right, what else? We got Paper Wings. Let's go rock Paper Wings. Should be right here. Oh wait, we're on Paper Wings. Don't know how that happened. Still rocking the Enduro bike. I don't know why, but it's cool. We'll roll with it. You need to get the Frameworks Enduro in here too. We've got their downhill bike, which I'm on now. I need to reach out and see if they can send the files for that Enduro Frameworks. It's kind of cool seeing the bikes for the World Champs coming up here this weekend. You know, the Frameworks and Atherton teams both painted their bikes, which is cool to see because they're always just like the raw aluminum or whatever they're made out of. And it's cool to see them painted.
Yeah, Frameworks actually made a really sick Instagram reel with Asa about that.
Yeah, they did.
Felix asked if there's dirt jumps. Yeah, there's a section of some pretty sick dirt jumps.
I mean,
we'll probably do more, I assume.
Hitting some dirt jumps right now, technically, but like
yeah,
proper
but like
dirt jumps, yeah, there's a bunch.
Dirt jump section. There's the one that's kind of big and hidden. That one's fun.
Why is this one not? Oh, let me check the map. I wonder if Paper Wings on the map goes further. Yeah. All right. Paper Wings goes further. Let's do it again. We got to take it all the way down until we get the notification. I don't think I hit it far enough. And this new UI, the user interface, really makes the game more fun. Just because now, like, you can track your progress more. You've got more trails to ride. Like, just visually, like, I don't know, it's more fun. It's nice to be able to see all the challenges in a list. Who keeps changing the time of day on me? How's you in here? Or is there a bug? Maybe it's a mod.
Noel asked when it's coming out. Is it in alpha now? So you can play early builds through our Patreon for Mac and PC, but we want to get a free demo out in October this year for Steam, and then early access on Steam in December. And then consoles and that sort of stuff is kind of up in the air. Kind of a future goal, so. Game name is Cranked. And what's up, Ziggy? Right now, you can just play it on PC and Mac. the alpha through our Patreon, but it'll come to Steam later this year. Speaking of which, you should go wishlist it on Steam, because we're about to hit 20,000 actually. We're stoked about.
All right, there's some more trail ridden. Let's see, what else have I not done? What's up here? Some black trail. What is this gonna be? Big Dipper? Or Little Dipper? Little. One arm scissor downhill race. Yeah, let's join it. All right, new pop-up looks better. Forgot to test that. That looks good. All right, we're doing the downhill race. You guys can see the new UI for the events. If anyone wants to hop in multiplayer right now and join, feel free. We're going to get 15 minutes to set a qualifying time. After qualifying, then we'll all go into finals. You'll get one attempt at your finals run, and then we'll see who wins.
Archie, no confirmed date for PS5 yet. We'll see. Someone says that Cranked is like Descenders and Mavericks combined. That's interesting. I mean, they're all mountain bike games, for sure. It's like Cranked is like Descenders and Mavericks combined. I mean, they're all mountain bike games. It's like Cranked is like Descenders and Mavericks.
Sorry for the echo, guys. There was voice chat was on and someone's thing was coming through. I've turned off voice chat.
Yeah, eventually it should come to PS5, Archie. That's the plan. If everything goes well, yes, it will.
Uh-oh. We saved it, barely. Should help me get my mileage in for the zone to unlock the next zone, which is what we're testing right now. Oh, there's new skid sounds, which I'm not sure that we like yet, but if you guys do have feedback on them, please share. You can hear the sound. That's the new skid sound. I think it feels out of place a bit, but if you guys feel differently, let me know. Also think we need a variety. I think it's too repetitive because you slide a lot, and it's becoming fatiguing to me.
You can change the position of the camera, Nick.
Yeah, what do you want to see?
It's low. You can. He thinks it looks a little low. Is what he said.
Change it. Let's change it. Actually, I need to test that because I don't know if. So let me get the bike on flat ground, and then what you do is you go into settings, go to gameplay, you go down to seat vertical, and now as you adjust it, it actually will hide the UI, so you can see what it's going to look like in real time. Whoops. So we can raise it up. I mean, I'll go. Here, let's just throw it all the way up, and then if we want, we can go back a little more. We'll go back to here, and then we'll leave it like this. So there you go. There's a little bit higher position. I think I like it higher. Easier to see over some of the grass. This grass is out of control. How many people we got in here? 4 riders. Chill Clinton. Why does it keep... Oh. Forget I gotta do the triple tap restart in this mode now.
Arky, Joe's the one who's usually playing because it's his game, pretty much. He's the game director, so on stream, it's usually Joe playing, and then one of the other team members accompanying him. But we've done like race streams before where we're both playing and that sort of thing. So
yeah, we'll do more of those in the future. I'm usually the one doing this because the stream is actually coming from me. Like I'm the one actually publishing the stream. So that's another reason I'm usually the one playing, just because it makes the performance of the stream and everything better. But you know, we could try one time. I don't know if that would matter. I have capture cards now, so I could always stream from a second computer. That'd be interesting. See if we can get a better time. We're just qualifying. I love this trail. It's a good trail, actually.
Nick asks, since we're developing a game, do we still get paid?
Yeah. I mean, it's all self-funded, but the owners of the company, like myself, and there's 4 founders, and then we added some other people. So between all the people who've thrown in their own money, all that money goes into our bank account, and that's how we pay staff. So we're, you know, everyone who's working on the project is getting paid for their time. So basically, yeah, we're all just chipping in money to pay other people. And then eventually when the game comes out and we start making money, you know, the owners that put in money will get paid back the money that they've put in so far.
Game is cranked. Give it a wish list on Steam.
Ooh, and a new PB. Let's go. So we're in first for this event. See where that put me on the leaderboards, though. I want to make it so that when you open the leaderboards, it opens to the trail you're on. Let me write that down.
No, it's not technically fully out, but you can play early builds on PC and Mac through our Patreon. But it'll come to Steam later this year, so keep an eye out.
What are we on? One arm scissor? Where's one arm scissor? Am I blind? Where's one arm scissor not on here? It's on here. Okay. One arm scissor's in the wrong zone. Whoops. What the heck just happened? Weird. What is going on? Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. All right. I just want to see where I was. New leaderboards. So I can see that quickly that I'm in 12th. If I want to go to where I am, I can click in on L3, automatically take me to where I'm at. Then I can see I need about half a second to get to the next position. I can also change pages manually. Oh, it's not showing me the difference between my sector and theirs. Did on the other trail. It's weird.
There's like 5 people who are full-time, Nick, so everyone who's working full-time is spending like generally 40 hours at least a week, I'd say. And
oh, I mean, I'm probably
yeah.
putting in like 70 or 80, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm half-time, so I do at least 20, but yeah, that's how it goes.
It's a lot of work when you're starting up a new, I mean, it's a brand new game studio, brand new game. It takes a lot of work, especially when you're self-funded. You know, we're not backed by a publisher. In the beginning, we tried to get a publisher. All the publishers turned us down. They said mountain biking's too niche. We won't make enough money to interest them. So, you know, if we had a publisher that gave us like 2 million, you know, we would be able to have bigger staff, spend more time on the game. But when it's self-funded, you know, we don't have $2 million in our pockets. So we've got to be careful with how we spend our money, how much time it takes, what we can do. So a lot of us are working extra hours just to get this thing across the finish line and get an early access.
An idiotic fish says about us. Bet they're gutted now. They're seeing how well Mavericks is doing. Man, we're happy for them. Oh, the publishers? I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I mean, Mavericks, they're kind of, I mean, download-wise, I think they're doing pretty well, so.
Yeah, I mean, they got on Xbox Games Pass, which boosted their downloads by a significant amount, so that's good for them. Hopefully we can get on Game Pass.
We've actually had some publishers talk to us, I'm pretty sure, Fish, but we kind of wanted to avoid that route, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the beginning, when we needed the money, we were reaching out to publishers. Then we couldn't get the publishers to give us money, so we put in all our own money. And now that we've funded the project ourselves, and that publishers see the game in better detail and kind of what we're doing with it. I mean, I get publisher emails all the time now. Publishers are trying to come get on this, but we've already done the hard work. I mean, it's kind of silly. A publisher usually takes like 50%, sometimes more, of your revenue. So to sign on with the publisher now when we don't need the funding, and then they're going to take half of our revenue, doesn't super seem worth it.
It also takes away a level of like freedom for the developing, I feel like.
Yeah. Definitely does, you know, because they're gonna have opinions and yeah. That's not gonna be faster. I don't think there's any good publishers out there that specialize in action sports games, personally. I think that's what we need someday. I mean, if Crank makes a ton of money and I become I have enough money to start another company, like I probably wouldn't. I'd probably do another Session Syndicate. But I think it'd be interesting if Session Syndicate also became a publishing company and we published other people's action sports games. Because I don't think there's really a great publisher who that's what they specialize in. You know, there's publishers that specialize in simulation games and they've got like 4 bazillion sim games in their catalog, or there's whatever. You know, like all the genres out there are basically covered by a publisher, except really I feel like action sports. I know it's a niche market, but I feel like that's all I've ever worked on in gaming was action sports, and I feel like I'd be decent at knowing which game would be worth signing as a publisher or not, I think. But it's risky. You know, you might sign a game and give them 500 grand, and then it turns out they only make 50 grand after it releases.
I want to see a good kayaking game that's not VR.
That'd be cool. I also think a good surfing game. A surfing game just came out today or yesterday, like a little pixel, like I don't know. I've heard good reviews on it. I haven't played it yet though. Forget what it's called. All right, where am I at? Am I behind?
Nick's asking about advertising. I don't know what you mean exactly by like mainstream advertising, but we don't really have budget to like pay for like social media ads, so we kind of just make content and try and get it to go big on social media. So that's kind of our main approach. We also, you know, work with real bike shops and brands, and we have like a whole marketing playbook, so kind of go by that.
There's a small marketing budget for when we get closer to launch, so we'll do some paid stuff eventually. But yeah, most of our marketing is going to be kind of like grassroots style, trying to just partner with brands, do collab posts on social media, have bike shops talk about us, all kinds of stuff like that. Go attend races ourselves and, you know, spread the word that way.
Yeah, like we were at Crankworks Whistler, had a good time there, met a bunch of brands and influencers and all sorts of stuff, so.
Skate, I played your game 4 months ago and it was fun, but I'd be more interested when I can play with friends. You can't play with friends. I'm in a multiplayer server right now and there's 5 of us racing. I've also got Prox Chat. Yo, Aaron, what's up? Aaron says the UI's looking clean. Thank you, Aaron. Nice to see you.
Aaron's around. What's up, Aaron? Leon keeps asking when we can play it. You can technically play it now, but you have to be on PC or Mac and subscribe to our Patreon. It'll come out in early access later this year.
Are you reading YouTube chat too, Julian?
No, I'm just reading its TikTok.
I wonder. I was wondering why I was missing a bunch of stuff. Let me just go up on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you asked a question or said something earlier and we missed it, feel free to say it again. What up, Dan? Josiah?
There's quite a few good winter sports games out at the moment. Yeah, like Shredders, right?
Dude, Shredder's the best. Grand Mountain Adventure's cool. I haven't played Descenders Next yet. I probably should try that at some point. It hasn't taken off like Descenders original did, which makes me a little hesitant, but, you know, Descenders is fun. I would assume Descenders Next is probably pretty fun. Anyone out here play Descenders Next? How is it? Man, I'm so slow at that drop right there.
I really like Grand Mountain Adventure for a mobile game. It's super fun.
Yeah. I think it's on PC and stuff now, too.
That's like my airplane game. No Wi-Fi or service or anything.
Ooh, we're out of time. I didn't realize 15 minutes went by so fast. I just crashed.
Oh yeah, Idiotic Fish. We've talked to the guy who's making Gibbers a few times. He's a cool guy. Cool game.
What we got on trail right now? Meebs and Jacks finishing the runs, and then we're going into finals, where finals you're just going to get one run. Can't restart at the top. If you crash or whatever, you restart where you're at. There's a 2-second delay simulating you getting back onto your bike. And we'll see slow, smooth, smooth, fast who can have the best finals run here. I will assume it'll be Sutton because he's really fast, but Sutton maybe crash or something. I don't know. I think I'm gonna code in like if your username Sutton, you have like a 40% chance of getting a mechanical. I'll program it so you can get a flat tire, but he'll just have like a cush core in there and he'll still beat us.
All right, see you, Fish. Yeah, it was good talking to you. Have a good one. Are we gonna be able to host our own races? There's already a local race mode hosting thing, so yeah, you can.
I think
cool.
the local thing. Oh, the old US is still up in there. I thought I deleted it. I need to. The next build might have it removed, and I'll have to re-add it later because I haven't made the UI for that yet. All right, here we go. Finals. In finals, riders drop one at a time, like in real life. So you're automatically put in spectate mode. So we're going to be spectating here. I don't know what we're waiting for. Why there's a delay, I don't know. Here we go. Sutton first. Wait. Is this real life? Why are you going first? I want to see your quali time. You're supposed to have the ability to see qualification times here, which doesn't look like that's working. So let me jot that down. Did Sutton not set a time? Banana says UI looks so much better, thanks. Man, I'm glad you guys like it. So far I've only seen positive comments. Tips for a solo game dev here. Never made a game before. My best tip for you is your first like 5 games, make them very small and give yourself time limits on them. Like your first game, 4 weeks. Next game, give yourself 6 weeks. And you're gonna be like, well, it's not done. Who cares? Go to the next one. Like every time you work on a new game, it's gonna get better than the last. So don't spend too much time on your first one because it's a waste of time. So don't start on the game. If your dream game is to make Cranked 2, don't start on Crank 2 as your first game. Start on something else, learn a bunch of stuff, then do something else, learn a bunch of stuff, then do something else. And eventually, then you'll be ready to start your dream project. So start on smaller things first. You know, like make a little puzzle game. Spend like 2 weeks making a small little puzzle game, 2D, whatever. Then do another game that's maybe like a 2D platformer and spend a couple weeks on that. Cool. Bouncy striking bench is next. You can change your username. Some people don't know that. Maybe it'll be more obvious with the new UI.
Man, Jaguar, I hope your hand gets better soon, dude. That sucks.
Fish, not fish. Hodge, are you here, Hodge? Is Hodge still here? Gina, have you seen Hodge in chat? Why isn't this guy restarting? I was gonna say, Hodge, I don't think the movements are working when you're spectating. I could be wrong, but it looks totally different in spectate versus third person. I don't know if it's worth dealing with that now or probably later. Question here: how heavily do you lean on LLMs for development? Do you have like a saved workflow, or is each dev doing their thing? Hodge is the only programmer on the team, so he's the only one who's actually like a coder and knows how to program. So when I'm doing work, I'm using coding agents to code for me. Because I'm not a programmer, I'm a game designer. So a lot of us on the team use coding agents for coding. We don't use AI for generative art, sound, text, stories. So we don't use it for that, but we do use it for coding, organization, note summaries for meetings, things like that. Jaguar boy wishes his hand was not hurting. I'm having a hard time leaning. I sprained it 2 days ago skateboarding. That sucks, dude. I always sprain my ankle skateboarding. Never a hand, though. The amount of sprained ankles I've had and a broken one skateboarding. Now my ankles are so jacked up these days.
We got a question if we're going to try and work with UCI in the future.
I would love to. That,
Joe.
I will try. I'll absolutely try.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Can you play anymore? If anybody wants to play this now, you can by joining our Patreon. It's $5. And you'll get it's $5 a month, and every month that you're subscribed, you get all the updates we release that month. And if you cancel, you'll just quit getting updates, but you can keep the last version you downloaded. And if you spend $50 total, if you stay subscribed long enough to spend $50 when the game launches, you'll get a Steam key. And then Steam free demo in October, Steam early access in December. That's the plan. Dude, let's go into manual mode. Let's fly the drone around. Show you guys drone mode.
Oh yeah, it'd be kind of cool if you like did a beginner explanation of like what FPV is and why we added it, I think.
Sure. Yeah, right now I'm actually flying the arcade drone, but we can pop into, let me switch, hold on. We switched into FPV. My dog is laying on the cord. This is plugged in. FPV stands for first person view. So FPV drones are the kinds you see when people wear goggles on their face and they're looking through the goggles. And you're seeing the view of what's the camera on front of the drone. FPV is much harder to fly. You're in full control of everything, unlike like a lot of the DJI drones and other drones. Very arcadey, and they kind of have a lot of like assist for you. FPV does not. Why isn't thought I switched it. Hold on, we'll make it happen. Drone mode, swap to arcade. No, see it says. Now what did I do? Might have bugs. Yeah, okay. My this is why we test stuff. My FPV drone's not working in race mode. So we'll do that later. But anyway, FPV, I'll show the camera. You can actually plug an FPV controller. Hopefully that's in view. FPV is a little different with the way the controls work because like your throttle stick is not spring loaded, which is what you want because then you can have more fine tuning of throttle, which is super important. You're like really just kind of light on that stick when you're flying FPV. Yeah, we put an FPV sim in the game so that FPV pilots could practice. And if you've never flown FPV, you can get in here and mess around. This FPV controller is only like $20. So if you actually want to fly FPV in the game and you don't plan on flying real FPV, this one wouldn't work for a real life one because it doesn't have a radio in it. So if you just want one to play for the game and make it feel proper, just get this thing. It's the beta FPV controller. I think it's like $15 with shipping. It ends up being like 20, 25 or something. It's a great way to learn FPV just playing in here. We'll fly the arcade drone a little bit. If you don't want to get an FPV, this is the arcade drone, which is basically like a free cam. It's very easy to fly, but it's still fun to follow people around like this. Eventually we'll have a replay mode, so you could like record footage in this. Ooh, that's a missed gate. You better get back there. There you go. Who are we watching right now? Is this Meebs? I'm up next. Let's see if we get a bug if I stay in drone mode when he finishes. I don't know if I've tested that yet.
Is there going to be a built-in track creator? Is that in the roadmap, Joe?
Not in the roadmap for 1.0. That's kind of one of those things where like we got to see how successful the game is, how many people are playing, how much money we have in the bank. But ideally, someday we will have a trail building mode that's in game. But for now, we do have modding, so people can download our mod kit and Unity and start making mod maps already. So if you're a PC player, you know, get into modding. A lot of the people that are modding now have never modded before Cranked, and they're like really good at it, like Suitin. So it's not impossible to learn. So don't be too intimidated. And there's a lot of people who can help you on our Discord. All right, no bug. Nice. See if we can't get a smooth run. I'm probably going to take it a little slow in spots just to not crash, hopefully. Right here. Second back. Keep forgetting which one I want to pop and which one I don't. That was one I wanted to pop. This is the one I don't. Push through. Oh, green. Let's go. Can we hold it in the second half? Ooh, case.
Good run.
Oh, it's close.
No, after 1.0, the Patreon will go away.
After early access, the Patreon will probably go away.
Yeah. So yeah, Patreon is temporary, just for alpha, pretty much.
But I get second, dude. 6/10 back from Suitin. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll take it. All right, now we get to vote. I wonder what's gonna happen here. Let's test something because I don't have some of these trails unlocked technically. Like top of our world. So I want to see if I vote for this, if I can actually play in it. Top of our world. It says it started. Didn't pull me into the gate like it should, though.
OZ early access is going to release in December. Full 1.0 release doesn't have a specific date yet.
All right. So I just wanted to test that. Let me go check. Zone 2, what are we at? 31 out of 80 kilometers. So we still got a decent amount until we're technically unlocking next zones. But you can see now the map is starting to get there. I've done 13 of 18 trails in this zone. Done 8 of 12 in that zone. It's pretty fun to like keep track of them all. I thought I wanted to keep. Like I want to show the trails on a locked zone. Maybe. Why does backwoods say 1? Oh, because there's only one challenge. That's what it is. Alright, anyway. Back to top of the world. Let me change bikes. Oh, I want to see if FPV mode... Yeah, so... Here, let me show you guys FPV real quick. So FPV does work. It just doesn't work in Race Spectate right now. And I'm stuck on a bike. Sorry, we'll get out of here. Hold on. I like to do things the hard way. Alright, here we go. FPV mode. It's a new FPV HUD. I don't know. I'll probably adjust it. I don't think it's how I wanted it to be. What rates am I running right now? This feels very sensitive. But you know, like, it's full FPV, so you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's very difficult to fly. If you've never flown FPV, this will be one of the hardest things you've probably learned. Like if you played hard, you like hard video games, like learning MX bikes or something, try to pick up FPV, because it is not easy. As you see. I want to see what my rates are though, because they feel a little too twitchy. So we can go in here and I can actually come down and I can adjust my rates. So I want to see what I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on custom 1. Let's just go to, I think, freestyle. So we'll go freestyle for now. I want to turn up gravity a touch. Let me try this. Oh, also you can change camera angles. Let's go down. All right, so this will feel much different now. So a lot of customization with the FPV drone, so you can really get it to fly how you want it, especially if you're an experienced FPV pilot. You can adjust a lot of those settings till you kind of get things how you are used to. So we can do a split S and drop into this guy. Oh, and then he restarts. These rates might be too... not enough punch in the throttle. We're gonna see. Everyone's just bailing. This trail's hard. Anyone gonna like make a run through here? I mean, jeez. When's the Atherton e-bike finished? Should be soon. Damien's been working on it. I don't know if, probably not next build, but the build after.
It's looking sick so far, from what I've seen.
Yeah, new TRP brakes on there, a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be good. Guys, if you keep crashing at the exact same spot, maybe get on the brakes faster. Just pro tip, you know. Alright, I need different camera angle because I'm like not able to keep up with. I'm going too fast. What am I, stuck in a tree? There we go. Nope. feel like I need the mini map. Yeah, I need to write that note down. Mini map should still be visible in drone mode just because it makes it easier to find people. Hard part's finding the right like speed and camera angle to where you can like follow someone actually down the mountain without overpassing and hitting trees. Anyway, that's drone mode. I'm so bad at it because I haven't been playing it in a while, so we're gonna go back to race. But it's fun, especially if you like flying FPV. Show you guys how it's done. Meads is the only one with the time. That's how hard this
development is going.
It's going great. I just finished all this new UI stuff. Hodge is working on making the rider look better. Damon's working on new bikes. Maggie's working on new bike and environment art. Or not bike, the bike shop and environment art. Andreas is working on new gear, gloves and such. Oh yeah, lots of stuff happening. Next update, it's going to be exciting because the new UI, it's kind of a game changer.
Thank you, 250 Power. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm going back.
No, the game won't be free. It'll be a full price. Full game, no microtransactions. None of that kind of bullcrap, so we'll have to charge some money for it.
There will be a free demo up always. That's our plan. Like once we get it out, we can leave it out. So people can at least try it out, see if they like the way the game feels before they spend their money.
Yeah, and that's coming to Steam in October. So
Nope, nope. Oh no. That was bad. Come on.
you can already change the time of day, Aiden, in single player, but in multiplayer, since you're like all in a lobby together, you can't change it because you change it for everyone.
We're gonna adjust it probably so that night's a little less short, daytime's longer. I think people prefer daytime, even though some people like night. I keep forgetting about that turn. I really like nighttime riding with the lights. I think it's fun. Come on, dude. I'm annoyed. This trail's so hard. Keep forgetting about this one turn. We just need better like trail navigation stuff. We need tire marks, we need track tape in more places, banners, catch fences, all that kind of stuff needs to come in because there's spots like that. Like it's a blind corner, you don't know where you're going, so there needs to be something to tell the player, hey, go that way, to make these kind of trails much easier to navigate. You know, we're going Sendy. We're going Sendy. Can I get it? Nope. I like that there's a restart right here, though, because then I can try this multiple times. Alright, send it again. I'm gonna go faster, pop a little harder. Too deep, too deep. gonna go back
Marcus, a
to the
lot of
top.
like the environment and stuff's gonna end up looking better and prettier, but like the overall graphical style and like the cartoonishness is kind of what we're going for. Like we like the stylized aspects of it. We don't want it to be like super realistic or anything.
Whoops. Fun handmade signs like you would see on trails in real life would be really cool. Yes, it would. We do have some in here, and we tried to make them like kind of look like hand carved, kind of out of like wood. But I feel like we need to have more. Alright, I don't have much time to set a time, so we're gonna lock it in, get a time right here. Oh, luckily that was like right at a gate. Probably didn't cost much. Dude, see? Ah, this trail. Dude, those decal... Yeah, we gotta get on that stuff like ASAP, all this like trail navigation assist. Big old case. Can you make it so I can play
Aaron
test?
asks if we
Anyone can if you join Patreon. $5 and you can have fun all you want.
Aaron asks if there's any more plans for point of interest or lookouts.
Oh yeah, that's one thing Damien's working on. He's working on the bike right now, but after that he's gonna go back to doing point of interest. He's only made like 1 or 2. He's made 2 in zone 1. He has like, I forget how many. There's like a dozen or so planned just for zone 1 alone. So there'll be a lot of that stuff coming. We're focused on zone 1 for now because zone 1 is where the demo will be. So the way the free demo is going to work is you basically just get the first zone of 7 zones for free. So we're like focused heavily on making zone 1 as cool as possible and as nice as possible so that come October the demo is ready. No, I don't want to go that way.
Yeah, Aiden, ducking does impact rider physics. Like if you're going through tech and you're ducked down, you'll crash easier. And you can kind of use it like when you're landing to sort of like imitate a pump, just using the physics of the game.
You can obviously use it too to like tuck up your bike. So like if you're gonna case a jump, how did I miss a gate? If you're gonna case a jump, you know, you like suck the bike up and maybe you'll clear it. Also, it's how you use the hop. Oh my god, dude. I'm not gonna get a time.
It's not only first person, it's first and third person. You can play both.
There's some bugs in third, and we're working on the animation still, so that's why most of the time you'll see me playing in first. I can't race in third.
I also just honestly always thought first was more fun in any mountain biking game I played. Like in Descenders, I always played first.
Yeah, I prefer first. Unless I'm doing like tricks. If I'm doing like freestyle tricks, then I want to be in third, but otherwise I want first. Alright, well, guess we're going into finals without a time.
Yeah, it's our game, so if we didn't think it would be better than Descenders, that would be concerning. So yeah, we're going for the best mountain bike game out there. That's what we're going for. But they're just different too.
I want a game that
Descenders will always be for some people.
Yeah, I want a game that feels more like real riding. That's what we're going for. Descenders, it objectively is very slippery. It's not really an opinion. Like, Descenders is super slippery. I thought that was a finals run. Oh no, that was just a regular. I don't think I want to do any of these. I think I'm just done. Close. It won't let me close. The physics are just so different, you know? Why does it keep doing this?
Yeah, we tried Mavericks.
When you open the leaderboards, are these like just copying? I don't know what's happening right now, dude. Just testing, figuring out bugs.
Meebs wants us to add a monster truck.
Nah.
That'd be kind of sick, actually. Jump over a monster truck.
Let's go do Roosevelt Road.
Oh, there should be a gnarly Q question about monster trucks. I bet you'd love that, Joe. You hate all the fun, childish things.
Dude. I know some, yeah, I mean, you could be like, what 5 are monster truck, like official monster trucks or whatever, and whatever the series is. That'd be kind of an interesting one.
I'd do well on that one. I was a monster truck kid.
All right, that's another bug. Is it loose or hard?
I'm the guy on the right user. My name's Julian. The guy you usually see is my dad, but I do more of like the social media stuff and posting and that sort of stuff.
Senders is mid for real. Mavericks has it beat, in my opinion. Nah, not mine. I would much rather play Descenders. Alright, we're gonna rip this one so we can unlock this trail. Fast travel. This trail's super fun. Also has a secret trail hidden off of it, which I don't know if is gonna be marked as hidden. I need to check, actually. Let's go look. The map needs to open to your location. I don't know why it's not. It used to.
Meeb said, Joe, I went to a Tame Impala concert and never knew you were so talented.
Dude, there are multiple people. I have some stories to tell about this. First of all, Home Depot, girls at the register are like, oh my god, you look just like Tame Impala, like freaking out. I go there like a week later, they're like, has anyone ever told you look like Tame Impala? I'm like, yeah, you guys did. Then Laura, my wife, and I are at the mall, sitting there eating some Sbarro pizza, and the kid walks up to me and he's like, hey, are you Tame Impala? I was like, no. He's like, are you sure? Like, yeah, sure. He's like, well, really? Because, like, he's my favorite, and are you, like, just want to make sure it's not you? I'm like, yeah. I promise you, dude, I'm not Tame Impala. But, like, he didn't believe me that I wasn't Tame Impala. It's kind of funny.
I knew that they're on tour right now. I think one of my buddies went and saw him the other day.
Uh-oh.
I guess it's just one guy, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a whole band, or is it just one dude? I feel like he's got a whole band, probably.
But, like, when you look up Tame Impala, it's just the one guy, you know?
Yeah.
Game name is Cranked.
Alright, we're not going to take the secret trail yet. Next lap I will, but first lap I want to... Oh, is that... I think that's new. Is this new? It's always been like that.
When I was in, like, middle school, I was in a band, and I played bass, and we covered some Tame Impala songs.
Nice. I love this spot right here, this little thing around this rock. And this section's pretty fun, but a little wild. I don't know what's up with the day-night cycle, because I don't think there's a mod in here changing it. Moderator. I think it's like not transitioning correctly or something.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the transition's bugged.
It's like really like notchy and not smooth or something. There's actually some new flow bits on the bottom of this trail. I don't know if you guys have played this recently, but there's yeah, like this section right here, there's all these little jumps and rollers.
Nick, there's technically 4 different bike types, but currently they all share the framework's downhill bike model just because our artists are still working on new bikes. So soon they will have different models to answer your question.
Didn't unlock it. I think it maybe goes down to the left side, and I didn't take the left side, so let me do it again. Will there be modded player model? Not in the plans at the moment. Mod maps are in the plans, but not player models. Someone's probably changing day night cycle on me, I think. I don't know.
There's no plans to bring in a new programmer. Sir Gregory, I think probably art is our main bottleneck if we had to bring in someone else, but Joe would know more on that.
Yeah, art's definitely the bottleneck because art, you know, has to be done by hand and it takes time. Coding these days with modern technology becomes a lot quicker than it used to be. No plans to hire anyone right now because we're on a very, very tight budget. And yeah, I mean, with the staff of like the 5 of us or however many it is, we're already spending like 40K a month or something crazy like that. So, don't have the money yet to hire more. Maybe when the game launches, we'll see how successful it is and then possibly hire more people then. But even if I had all the money in the world, I want Session Syndicate, the company making this that we started, to remain small. You know, I worked at Turbarillo when it was like 6, 7 people, and I worked there when it was up to 35 people, and I just like it better when it's small. I like it better when you're all focusing on the same thing. Small, close-knit team. It doesn't become like corporate-y and weird. Even when you start getting up past like 20, 25, 30 people, you know, then you got to start dealing with HR type nonsense and more meetings and blah 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 blah. Just not my thing. Keep forgetting this.
Dennis, you can adjust the day and night cycle in single player already. You can fast forward it and pause it and stuff. And yeah, there's third person Sadiki. It's just most players prefer first person, but we're working on improving third.
Come on, get out of the frickin'.
Oh, duck wheel.
I want to just drop a marker. Kidding me? Why is marker? All right, so another note. Finding all kinds of bugs today. Oh, here we go. Let's finish this trail and unlock it.
No worries, Dennis. It's all good, man.
Here's third person for whoever was asking. Uh-oh. And I'm gonna quit showing you guys third person because every time I crash. Alright, here's where I gotta go the other way to unlock this route. Heavy on the brakes. Missed it. Now I'm stuck.
Yeah, Dennis, Hodge just started working on the Steez Pass a couple weeks ago, so we're working on getting stuff looking nicer.
Come on, give me the trail unlock. Should be about 80% ridden. Maybe I'll go past. There it is. Roosevelt Avenue. Alright, I want to show you guys the secret part of this trail. Every zone's going to have secret trails you got to find to unlock and ride. There's one on this
Thank
trail,
you,
and it's
Zan.
really
Thank you,
fun.
Zan.
Here we go. See if this shows up on the map once. I don't know if I've set up this hidden challenge yet. I might not have.
Yeah, Dennis, Polly, who does our sound design, is doing an awesome job. Awesome job.
Someone say something about science? Gotta read those
He
comments
said
out loud, bruh.
he said the new sounds are so much better. It's like ASMR.
Nice. Oof. Yeah, okay, so I haven't set that secret challenge up yet. We're dragging it? What are we dragging? Oh, OJ. Did she have no face? Wait. Look up at me. Oh, she's got a face. Oh, that was kind of sick, actually. ST Palmer says, will you ever try to incorporate a settings menu for suspension setup and tire pressure? It's not in the plans right now. You know, just dialing in like one set of settings that works well and feels good is incredibly hard as it is. So dialing in everything and making it feel good with all the different bike types is step one. Making everything look good, you know, like in the roadmap for now is not any of that tuning stuff. Maybe someday. Also, I'm like borderline against tuning in games in general. I know some people like it, but I think it just creates a barrier of entry. It's confusing for people. They don't want to deal with it. And then all of a sudden when people with a badass setup are smoking you and you're like, well, I don't feel like wasting time dealing with setups and I'll never be as fast as him because of it. Like it kind of turns people off. So, you know, not everyone wants it. And then there's arguments for both sides. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. See,
Dennis
zone
asked if there's
2.
any plans to add tricks in the future or a dirt jumper bike.
Oh
And
yeah, definitely.
yes, yes. Probably simultaneously. I'm pretty sure that's the plan, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Tricks
like
come with
one big
dirt jumper.
update. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have I not ridden here? Looks like it's counting Red Light Pledge as this zone. And then we've got Little Dip. And what else? Do you see a dotted line anywhere? I don't. Interesting that Radiation Relax isn't on here. I wonder if that's... I don't understand what trail I'm missing. Except Little Dipper.
I'd pick him up and show him to you, Aaron, but he's asleep, so I don't want to disturb him.
You got Lucy over here. You guys want to see Lucy? She's sleeping too, though. See if I can't. Big old stretch right there. There's Lucy, newest family member. Couple, matter of month maybe. What time is it? 3? Oh, dude, we already done 2 hours.
Yep. Oh, no.
All right, let me hit a little dip, and then maybe we'll call it. Little dips this way. Oh wait, no, this is this trail. Stoppy physics, anyone? Oh. What did I say I was doing? One of the dippers? Where are we going? Down this way. We're just gonna free ride it.
Do you think the new animations already make third person like feel better to play?
Yeah, for sure. I don't even have the latest ones, but I think even the very minimal that I have with this build already feels better.
Dennis asked when we add tricks, how the controls will work, like if it'll be similar to Descenders or BMX Streets.
It's gonna take some testing, but I have an idea of how I want it to work. I think you'll use the 2 bumpers. One bumper will be assigned to tricks, like throwing a no-hander. The other bumper will be assigned to spins and flips, because we need a way to differentiate a spin and a flip from a scrub and a whip. So you'll likely hold down a button to kind of like carve and throw a spin or whatever off the lip, and then if you want to throw a trick in with it, you'll hold a bumper and use right stick in a direction. So right bumper, right stick will be throwing tricks. Left bumper, left stick, spins and flips. Basically what I have in mind. But we'll have to test it, see how it feels, then decide. Trying to figure out which of these trails it's saying I have not done in zone 2. Because it's saying there's a black. There's also a pro line. I wonder if this is it counting Siggy Stardust because it ends in zone 2. Also radiation relaxed. I wonder if that's on zone 1. It should be where the trail starts. So I need to fix that. You want to call it? Should we be done? We did our 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm good whenever. I'm not in any rush or anything, but if you want to call it, I'm down.
Let's go do Siggy just to see if it will do this, and then we can call it. I'm gonna have to fly up there because the way we have all the zones now, they actually like lock the way they're supposed to. So for those of you who've been playing for a long time and you've had free reign everywhere, don't get mad when you got to come in here and actually like ride into those different zones to unlock some stuff. So I want to get the
Dennis is asking about the new MASH mountain bike game. What we think of it?
I mean, I thought it looked promising, and then he blocked me, so I can't see anything anymore.
Yeah, we're all blocked by him, so
you know,
can't really keep up with it.
Game looks cool. But he seems like I don't know. Seems weird that he would block us all. So, you know, I don't know. That's my thoughts. Where am I? What is this? Oh, okay. Gotta go over this way more. Trying to find Siggy, but it's very foggy. Did that not work? Guess not. Son of a. Yeah, why am I not getting minimap in? Got minimap
It's
turned
kind of a
on.
weird reason to block us though. Like, Descenders are our competitors, and we like chat with them a lot. They're really cool guys. So
Well, now I have the minimap. That was weird. I had to like toggle it. Yeah, I mean, even competing games, like, I'm friends with all kinds of game developers that have similar games and rather like help each other out and make our games better than be competing against each other and trying to be weird.
yeah, like when you met Jono Jones, it seemed like he was really chill and you guys had a good conversation. So
Yeah. Where am I? I don't know what this is about. There's like a foggy thing going on. Okay, that's that zone.
dang, thanks for all the roses, Dennis. That's awesome.
There we go. All right, so it's Siggy. Now I have 2 mini maps. Hmm. Strange. All this UI stuff's new, so this is what I do all day. Like now that the UI stuff's done, I'm just basically playtesting, playing a bunch, and finding bugs, jotting them down, fixing them. Why we have 2 mini maps on top of each other now beats me. Dennis says, not gonna lie, Mavericks is so much worse than Cranked. It feels super weird. It's just different. Like, we have different philosophies and styles of physics. Mavericks is a very animation-based style game, kind of like Riders Republic, also animation-based. Where games like Descenders or... I mean, Descenders has a lot of animations, but less so than those other games. But like MX Bikes, Cranked, Descenders... Tried to fix my mic in the middle of a run. Are more free physics based. So they're just totally different. I think some people like the more arcadey animation based style games better. But yeah, I don't know. They're touting it as like the most realistic mountain biking game, but I think hard to have the most realistic mountain bike game if it's animation based, personally. Definitely think they have the most realistic looking mountain bike game. But I think Cranked physics-wise plays more realistic than Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the Mavericks animations are mocap too. So I don't know why it kind of has that like jankiness to it.
I don't think so. I think in the beginning they said they were gonna be, and then they like,
okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know, but they seem like they busted out a ton of animations towards the end there, and they don't appear to be mocap to me in my eyes, but who knows.
There's no official game release date yet, Lucas, but we're trying to get, or we are gonna get early access to Steam in December. So. Oh, Clinton's asking about inverse kinematics. I'm pretty sure our programmer Hodge is working on a inverse kinematic system right now. So.
Yeah, That's what all the new stuff is based on. IK.
Yeah. Yeah, Laz, it'll come to as long as like initial release goes as planned and goes well, it'll come to PS5 and new gen Xbox consoles eventually.
All right, well, that was Siggy. So let's see. Did that mark off? No, that didn't. What is the other trail? I wonder if I need to make it so. Should be able to like hover over these and see which trail it is. Just want to know what trail am I missing.
All the S's asked what major features are still left for December early access.
More customization. Why won't it let me scroll back this way? Oh, is that why was I on the far right side? Hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, weird. Let's see what is left. Obviously, a lot of the challenges, like the kind of the core loop type stuff. Like I have a bunch. Like if we go look at zone 1, there's 21 challenges up in here. Some of them are like multi-stage challenges too, so feels like more. But I want to add more challenges. There's gonna be more trails in zone 1. Customization, the different bike types. There's some, maybe some more event types. What else? Let's go look at the roadmap.
Oh, Laz, William is BSing you. It's not gonna be $60. It'll be more like $25 to $35 in that range.
So this is public. If you guys go, the easiest way to find this roadmap is to go to our Discord, and there's an official links page or channel in our Discord, and you get the link to this. So we're still in alpha. These are the cards that we're working on still. Forest Mountain's almost done. Third person animations is the big one. That's what Hot's working on right now. Damien's working on different art assets. Maggie's working on art assets. Vegetation, bike. Right now she's doing bike shop. There's a bunch of real branded gear we need to get in. The visual effects, things like roost from tires, speed lines, motion blur, that stuff needs to come in. We're attempting to fix some of the wheel bugs. Sound effects are getting done. That's what's left in alpha. Then we want to finish what's also in beta before we launch in early access, which this is already done. Cedric has done a ton of this. So it's mostly adding these secret locations, Easter eggs, and other stuff. I'm soon to be checking this off the list because this is almost done. Tweaking game physics, which Hodge is working on. Part of animations is also tweaking some physics. I'm working on the challenge system. We need more rider customization. We need the bike customization. There's no bike customization yet. I would like to improve haptic feedback. Music will probably get delayed. And then more art assets. More rider hair. Getting the clothing moving in the wind. We'd like to get in animals and some people. So Camel Call for tutorial, Richie in the bike shop. Some of that stuff might get delayed. It's not super high priority. Really want to get these high priority ones done. But once all these are done, that's kind of what is meant for early access. Then the first early access update will be more improvements to the Forest Mountain. We'll keep doing new challenges and kind of building that out. Another round of modding improvements, which I think actually this is already done. So that might just be done. We did modding way sooner than initially planned. Another pass on physics. We'll kind of continually do that in early access as people give us more feedback. We'll keep honing in the physics. More sets of branded bikes and riders will come in. and then just general polishing and fixing. And it's kind of just repeats that. So it's kind of just like we'll do multiple updates in early access. You'll be adding more things like to the environment, changing physics, fixing bugs. Same with this. And then for Gold Master 1.0, the new features will be a replay editor. I would like to do the ranked mode, which I currently have in here called the Cranked World Cup Series, but I don't know what we'll call it. More bug fixing, and maybe map 2 for 1.0 might be the second map. We'll see. I don't know. But that's kind of what's in the plans, and that's the roadmap. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks, Julian, for helping.
Yeah, for sure. I'll need to come on more often, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna try to get this update out next week to Patreon, maybe this week if it's not so bad. It wasn't like none of these bugs in here were like game breaking. Like I have a huge list of issues, but none of those were game breaking. So it's probably safe to release to people, start getting some feedback on things soon. But anyway, if you guys want to play now, join the Patreon. Like I said, this update should go out this week or next week. And then we'll have another update in the works with the Atherton e-bike and Hodge's animation changes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Patreon, $5 a month. If you stay subscribed long enough to spend 50, you'll get the Steam key when the game drops. Patreon has other perks than just getting the game, so go over to Patreon, search for Crank, check it out, or check out the link in the descriptions. And then Steam will give us a wish list. We're trying to hit 20K. We're super close. Let's just go look real quick, give you guys a live update. We're sitting at, oh, you guys, we could probably get this right now. We should just stay on the stream till we get 20K. Look, guys, we're at 19,982. I need 18. Oh, wow. I need 18 wish lists. Can you guys help us get 18 wish lists real quick? I don't know how many people are even left here anymore, but go tell your friends, text all your buddies, tell them we need 18 wish lists. Help us get to 20K. That's our next milestone. You can see we kind of peaked up here, been dropping a little bit, but over the last, I don't know, starting in August, it's been bumping up again. We're getting close to 20K. Really close. So thank you guys for wish listing. What else is important? We're Cranked Game on all the social platforms. Check out our Discord, discord.gg/cranked. We're very active over there. You can ask us questions. I'm in voice chat usually every day with a bunch of regulars in there hanging out. Cool. Julian, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything else, honestly. I'm good.
All right. Thank you, guys. Probably see you in Discord in a few. Bye.
Yeah, thanks to you guys.